of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need shadow read for this full moon in Cancer to new moon in Aquarius, January 2023. Happy New Year. I am your reader. Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can click it and preview the first chunk of it for free. And just warms my heart, all of that. And you know what else really warms my heart? I am a creator on Patreon. Best career move I ever made as a creative type. I stream there every morning. It's a subscription platform, members only platform, where my subscribers, regardless of level of subscription, get me every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me. I do it over on the couch using the laptop, cup of coffee, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something, something to send us on our way. And it is my favorite way to start the day, even though it rhymes. They also get all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. I love it over there. So if you are looking for a deeper dive, we got video workshops over there that I've done. There's a lot. 8 levels of subscription. Go check it out. Come Patreon. On Patreon is what I'm trying to say, because I am the Archangel of Lyons. Mark Angelo, Lyons. Please just call me Mal. Hey, my gems, truly, truly, truly outrageous. It's 8-card draw time, shadow read time, but wanted to let you know that I was inspired to do an 8-card draw for something else other than a shadow read, a waning moon, 2-week period, timed rather than timeless read. I did one for 2023 for myself. Blew my mind. I couldn't have picked better cards myself than I did a friend of mine, my friend Lillian, filmmaker, choreographer, and hers was off the scale. So we're adding that to the roster of private reads. If you are interested in that, hang out. We'll talk about booking stuff at the end. But let's get down to business. If you are new to the channel, an 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints for this reading, a specific astrological timeline. Let's look at it. Full moon in Cancer, Friday, January 6th, 6:08 p.m. Eastern. I am in New York. Now that in and of itself is a beautiful day because it's Friday, the day of Venus, right? So very loving. And in Cancer, it can be home, it can be family, it could be really wonderful. That's why I do the 5-card draw. You know, what do I need from new to full? So you might want to look back. There's a playlist. You can go look at the stuff from the past, of the 2-week periods there. But then we've got some stuff going on before we hit that new moon. We've got Mars going direct on. Oh my goodness, that's today. Today's how did I miss that? The 2nd, right? Yeah, no, we're there. Yeah, no, that already happened. And then Mercury's going direct on the 18th of January. The Sun goes into Aquarius on the 20th, so it's sort of like a boom, boom, boom. A lot of things moving forward to then bring us to the new moon in Aquarius, Saturday, January 21st, 3:53 p.m. Eastern. So, you know, when the moon rides out her peak, then your heart's desire seek, right? Do your full moon stuff and then take the 2 weeks to clear the field, to do what I like to call the spiritual alchemy of shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, because there are 3 more atoms in lead than there are in gold. Since matter cannot be created or destroyed, only changed or transformed, that's the gig, symbolically, archetypally speaking. So it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs for other clues, tips, and hints. Specifically, if you see words repeated in the title, that could be an indication, but go with your gut. To look at maybe 4 different, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 4 different things in your life, aspects of your life that you're releasing, alchemizing, transforming, or maybe they're all about the same thing but from different aspects of your zodiacal makeup. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the best that I can to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace, because the more of us that are doing our shadow work, releasing, letting go, being more golden than lead, more healthy than toxic, the better this world gets, and we just get to more golden timelines, which is sort of the gig. guess that's about it. Oh yeah, cross watchers. If you apply this to yourself, you will actually do this alchemy in some way, shape, or form, and that will be of great assistance to the one you are cross watching for, as well as for the entire Gemini collective. Cool? All right, the shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. So please take a nice deep breath. Clear that throat chakra. Still point. And here we go. That was fast. Gemini read. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading using the Caroline Myss archetype deck. What is the dominant archetype in play, indicating the shadow to light, the lead to gold, the pain to peace, the toxic to healthy, sending down the codes from the 8th chakra, shifting what they attract and what they repel, so they will have the opportunity to no longer delay that which cannot be prevented. This full to new January 2023. You've got the angel archetype. You know that is in the title. The angel archetype. Yay. Now, there are 9 different families of archetypes. This is in the divine family, so we're really looking at your mystical as well as spiritual power. Everybody has at least one in their circle of 12. Read Sacred Contracts by Caroline Myss, M-Y-S-S. She is a PhD. I love saying that, and I love her work. But on this card is the shadow attribute and the light attribute, the lead, the gold. I just like saying lead to gold because it's more, I think, visual. The shadow attribute, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Now, the second part of that makes me laugh, because I have been in the New Age, metaphysical, pagan, witchy, magical industry since the mid-'80s, so I have seen a lot of cuckoo bots flow by, but this is a little bit different than that. That's like deliberately saying, oh yes, Archangel Michael says you're an asshole. You know, it doesn't work like that. But the first part of that, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, oh, come now. Don't come to show business alone, right? The light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Honey, that's ancient. That is the ancient, the word angel means messenger of light or messenger of life, messenger of truth. You know, it depends on the translation, the Hebrew translation you want to go for there. But it is that story of, you know, someone breaks down on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, midnight, pouring rain, and within 60 seconds, it's like, do you need help? Right there they are. They change the tire, they do whatever they got to do, and then you turn to thank them, and they're gone. You know, those stories in so many different ways throughout human history. So you have an archetype for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and for a reason it can come and go in a day. For a season, it could be a chunk of your life, decades, but for lifetime, that's womb to tomb. So I love the angel archetype, and it's gold, obviously. So that's hovering over your head. Let's look at the next 4 chakras down using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, just one card, the feminine energy, hence the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a feminist deck that I've been reading longer than any other deck I've ever owned, to look at the inside, the yin side, the spiritual, mental, willpower, and emotional power, because this is where the shadow work begins. Oh, and there's a whole section in the description box that I keep tweaking for extended learning about shadow work. So if you're interested, there's a great one in there, The Shadow Effect. It's like, it's a movie featuring Debbie Ford, worth and free on YouTube. So let's see what the goddesses have to say about what's going on inside. Please take a nice deep breath. From explanation to divination, right? Watch. Still point. It's like switching from one side of the brain to the other. As I call upon the beloved goddesses of air, the sign of Gemini powers of the East, beloved goddesses of mutable air. One card in clarity for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What do they need to be aware of inside? Heart, third eye, crown dynamic, so they can alchemize that angel from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, 8 of cups, withdrawal, pull back, Geminis. Now, here we don't see so much a walking away as a walking into, but walking into self. Some cups standing, some spilled, which we see in other cards traditionally. But to find the 9th cup within the cave, this woman got in a boat, rowed it with a lit torch. That's got to be tricky, to make her way here, following her emotional path inward. Now, the part that's coming to mind here is without expectation, with no expectation of return. Maybe you have given, and maybe it was received, but you got nothing in return in the horizontal plane. Right? That's a common human experience from like what? Jump? Since the first incarnation on planet Earth? Probably. So let's see what that's about in the outside. The masculine energy, the lower 3 chakras are relationships in the world, relationship to yourself, relationship to other people and things, as well as relationship to the physical world and groups and tribes and stuff like that. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Say it with me. Still point. As I call upon my gods of air, the sign of Gemini, powers of the East, please, beloved ones of mutable air, one card in clarity for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Watching this, see that smile on your face, watching this video, receiving this reading, what do they need to be aware of to alchemize the angel from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, withdrawal on the inner, what's going on the outer, Ace of Wands, a new impetus, a new beginning, a new start, a new seed of desire. Now, this could very well be solar plexus in the sense that this is your power of self, your self-esteem, your boundaries, your honor code, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't. When something really hits you in the solar plexus, this is my experience, and I think a lot of people would agree. There may be other people involved, but this one's yours. This is about your choices, your decisions, and is it in alignment with the integrity and the authenticity of who you truly are, understanding that that is a journey. What does that more than a new opportunity that drops in our lap, right? That comes to us. So an initiation, a beginning of something wanted, but a decision has not yet been made, or a choice has not yet been made, hence the ace, not the deuce. So to go within, I don't know, it seems like a wise chakric thing there from the 8th down to the root. Chakras on the table. Let's go deeper. The Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn, very helpful to me. I've had this deck for I think 3 or 4 years now. So if you just apply this little by little over, the next however, you might find it helpful. Particularly, I would say that withdrawal card, if we're going to go heart, third eye crown, it's heart. This is a more emotional power thing, but or maybe triggered by, a good thing. We don't know that this is horrendous, but let's have a look. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. All right. I call to the Ascended Masters of Divinity, you all sort of are, but because we're looking at a divine family archetype here with the angel, please, beloved ones, what is the perfect healing mantra for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers? That feels good, watching this video. Ooh, in the solar plexus, yeah, I feel that. Receiving this reading, the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the angel archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, illusion to truth, messengers of light, messengers of truth, with that withdrawal on the inner, an ace of wands on the outer, this full to new, celebrating simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. Ain't it the truth? I'm going to read this from the bookie book because this is a mantra that I had trouble integrating, yet I am a Virgo, right? So like organization and stuff, but I'm a Pisces moon. I feel it's got to be intuitive. It can't be too rigid, just say. And as a mutable air sign, you might find that as well. You need to switch things up. I couldn't even remember the mantra. That's how I knew I had a block on it. So I just buckled down, right? Celebrating simplicity. So let me tell you what Mr. Khan has to say. Celebrating simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. Doesn't your body just relax? When there are fewer details to manage, you are able to receive more joy. The more commitments that pile up in your life, the less likely you are to find time to take everything in. Seriously. Once all moving parts have been arranged in a proper working balance, simplicity can be celebrated, and you glean the most benefit from your reality. That would make sense, pulling back, the withdrawal on the inner, and a new initiation to, I don't know, Marie Kondo the crap out of the house. I don't know, whatever that means, right? So that you can get things. But the mantra helps you do it. If you don't know how to do it, that's the point of the mantra. Because it's like, oh, all I got to do to make it simple. And it's like, yeah, but we're going to celebrate that step by step. This mantra is ideal for creating stronger boundaries, solar plexus, healing your inner people pleaser. Oh, Angel. Oh, Angel, I know. Oh, believe me, I know. Right? Particularly if you grew up sort of like being the people pleaser in the family, the peacemaker, right? You want, there is an expectation. Right? That's tricky. And finding moments of serenity. Serenity now! Okay, we're good. So we've got an angel celebrating simplicity. Sounds good, but wait, there's more. The new deck to the Drawing the Circle Productions divination team, the Archangel Fire Oracle, Alexandra Wenman by Findhorn Press. I had no idea that Findhorn was doing divination. Seriously, look it up. It's in Scotland. Findhorn, roses in the snow, cabbages in the sand. I found out about that in the 80s. It's quite the mind blow. Go check it out. So let's see what the archangels, which archangel has been assigned to your case, should you so choose to. Well, you already signed the contract. You might as well see who's helping. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Oh dear. I call upon the collective of archangels, all of the archangels, the conglomerations of higher selves and all sorts of different manifestations. Wow, please, one card in clarity. I'm having trouble staying focused. One card in clarity, please, for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. Who is the archangel overseeing all of this stuff? Their message, their oracle, their guidance, their grace, their love, their wisdom, the power to help them alchemize the angel archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, with 8 of Cups, withdrawal on the inner, Ace of Wands on the outer, a new quest might be calling, and celebrating simplicity because they feel more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. Who oversees, who helps, who is the guiding force of the archangels for them? It's a new deck. This full to new January 2023. Oh, Camael, C-A-M-A-E-L, definitely an Indigenous Peoples of America vibe going on here. These cards are gorgeous, but that doesn't shock me from Findhorn at all. Talk about a dedicated community. Card number 7, let's see, C-A-M-A-L, justice is the key word. Camael, justice. Camael's name means one who sees God. As this archangel is able to see through illusions and get to the truth of any matter, Camael is known as the angel of justice, forgiveness, and empowerment. With an angel, that's an angel of justice. Wow. Camael helps keep us in check. A warrior like Michael, he is pictured here as a powerful Native American chief holding aloft a peace pipe and a tomahawk, showing us that we always have a choice in our actions and reactions. He helps keep us accountable so we are honest with ourselves and can take full responsibility for our behavior. Similar to Mirabelle, Mirabelle is something different. Camael's eyes of truth can act like a mirror into your own soul, showing us our shadow side, ding, 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 Sarah Reed, and calling to mind all those parts of ourselves we might prefer to keep hidden from the world, which is exactly what the shadow is all about. The mighty archangel reminds us it is important not to judge others before we have judged ourselves. Have you acted with integrity The solar plexus. Have you acted with integrity in each given situation? Are you being true to yourself as a being of unconditional love? Remember, every being on the planet is striving towards the goal of love. Any action not aligned with love is usually the result of fear, and I would add to that pain, known and unknown. Forgive yourself and others. Strive to be compassionate, and that will certainly simple need not imply easy. That's A Course in Miracles, and A Course in Miracles is all about quantum forgiveness, not the stuff we were raised with. Be the bigger person. That's still the ego. A Course in Miracles, Foundation for Inner Peace. Tons of people have written about it. Marianne Williamson, Wayne Dyer talked about just A Course in Miracles. I teach it too. Check me out on Patreon. I'll talk about it. So the message, right? The message. You have acted. Oh dear, you have acted out of. Oh, have you acted out of a lack of integrity? Are you taking full responsibility for your life? Reveal the true you and you will see the loving nature of humankind. Well, that sounds like a shadow deal. Totally. So look, this retreat, this withdrawal is for a healing intention to simplify things and to create justice within yourself. Definitely this card is hitting solar plexus. This is more about your relationship with yourself, I think, than anybody else. But again, general read. So let's ground that a little bit more. Let's get you the Divine Animals Oracle. Everybody's got spirit animals and totems around them. There is a difference. The totem of the cat, different than the totem of the lion and the jaguar. You know, we're going to classify it. That's fine. But that's the totem of the cat is all cats that have ever been the soul, the spirit, the essence, the entire archetypal gestalt. Yikes. But all the black cats that I have had in my life, and most of them reincarnate, they come back to me over and over and over. Those are individual spirit animals. And to me, that's the difference. And that's why when I'm telling you, everybody's got their spirit animals and totems. I'm not kidding. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, offering them the guidance, the grace, the protection, the love, the wisdom, the power, and the oracle message to help them alchemize the angel in the eighth with the withdrawal on the inner, Ace of Wands on the outer, celebrating simplicity with Kamael's justice. That sounds good. This full to new. Sea otter, hug otter. Oh my god, I have things for otters, both the animals and the gay male archetype, I've got to say. Secondary maybe to the bear or the dolphin. Transformation. Well, there's the shadow work word. Alchemy, call it what you want. I know, spiritual alchemy sounds just purtier than shadow work. It's all the same thing. What number? Number 18. Yeah, white numbers on a cloudy background, not helpful. But I love this book. There's so much info in this book. These readings would be like twice as long if I read everything just per card. But that's good. I want people to go out and buy them. I'm not getting kickbacks or anything. They're not sponsoring me. I'm sharing it because these are the ones that work for me. Please take a nice deep breath. Breathe in the otter. Cumberbatch. Sea otter. Keyword, transformation. Transformation is a true constant if we allow it. Tell me about it. We can change our future and learn from our past. We should only try to transform ourselves, not someone else. This is between you and you. As this is against free will, do not judge others too quickly or harshly. Relax a little and rise. So good. That makes sense with Kamael as well. That thing of, are you being, look, we evolve. It's a learning curve. It's all scripted, right? We all have our contracts. We have to know what the lead is before we can transform it into gold. Or as the Course in Miracles would say, I like to paganize it. The gods cannot heal what you will not acknowledge. Right? Makes sense. You think about it. Let's see. What's the otter magic? It's just utterly magical. In almost every culture that has mythos around otters, they are seen as highly magical, intelligent, and certainly transformational creatures. When you are doing magical workings to transform yourself from one state to another, their strategy will be welcome. Otter magic also encourages you to let go of your burdens and be lighter. Oh my God, like celebrating simplicity. Remember what it's like to float on your back? You know, cracking open an oyster or something, holding hands with your otter bud. Tense up and you sink. The more you relax, the higher you rise. That's really beautiful. Oh, good. So this withdrawal does not have to be... Many horror movies are coming to mind, but you know, pea soup. Let's watch out for the split pea. But the transformation is here. This is definitely a shadow read, but you're dealing with the angel. So, you know, remember, we live the message. We are the message. But what's your message today in over a 2-week period, right? Well, I would say that I'm more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. And a lot of that feels like it's that internal emotional release. And with the otter, definitely, they are playful. I just don't think this might be as rough as might be indicated. There's a simple way through it, but simple need not always imply easy. So remember them 3 atoms in between lead and gold? Well, if you think of them as metaphoric obstacles, we're going to ask Lord Ganesh, Whispers of Lord Ganesh by Angelo Hartfield, to help. Like, what is the best way to remove those obstacles? Lord Ganesh, the elephant-headed god of success and prosperity, but also known as the remover of obstacles. So let's see what he's got to say. And I got to say, the archangels, there's a lot of archangels to tune to. Tuning to Lord Ganesh, what a delight. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Beloved Lord Ganesh, please, one card in clarity for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help them alchemize the angel archetype from shadow to light, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, illusion to truth, with 8 of Cups withdrawal on the inner, Ace of Wands on the outer, celebrating simplicity with Kamael's justice, and the transformation of the sea otter. We'll take it. This full to new January 2023. Empowerment. Solar plexus. It's the solar plexus card. A part of me wants to say neener, neener, neener. Neener, neener, neener. That's right. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, there is the symbol of the solar plexus on the card. Card number 23. Nice work if you can get it. I'm sorry, is my Mars conjunct Leo rising showing? Yeah. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, I love when that happens. Still point. Card number 23, empowerment. Rely on your inner strength to ensure your dreams are realized. The blessing of Ganesha is sensing your personal power, being confident, responsible, and reliable. The energy from this card is a feeling of optimism and positive energy. Dreams and long-term goals are becoming reality. If you have been lethargic or unmotivated, take time to tune into your personal power. Here we go, folks. Yellow is associated with the solar plexus chakra, neener, 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 which is the 3rd chakra. This chakra is considered to be at the core of your being, your power center. Here is the home of your self-esteem, your willpower, self-discipline, and your personality. Ganesha is showing you that there is an important purpose for you in this lifetime on Earth. You've got the angel archetype. Well, everybody does, but moving on. You are awakening to your personal power and the memory of yourself as a soul. Your healing will be complete when you see the light of your soul and know that that light is who you truly are. That's going to simplify things for a bit. Every time you criticize yourself, you weaken your resolve. Loving and accepting yourself and acknowledging your value are the foundation of a balanced solar plexus. When the solar plexus chakra is in balance, you are confident and empowered with a healthy level of self-esteem. Although self-esteem is a verb more than it is a noun, but that's just my editorial. You have respect for yourself as well as respect for others. You have a strong sense of self and your personal power, and you use it responsibly. Be confident in your talents. Love yourself. Be willing to powerfully express yourself. Choose to be direct with your desires at this time. If you are asking about a decision, all indications are that the time to act is now, even if that's a tactical retreat to heal and get into the more simplification of what I know for any mutable sign. We can get tangled up in stuff because we're immutable, always changing, always shifting. Last card down, the Blessed Bee, the gold hidden within the lead. If you do the alchemy to the best of your ability, highly individualized curriculum for everybody, particularly I would think in general reads. The Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish. We do the blessing for real. And then that pretty much ends the reading. I'm going to read it from the bookie book when the card hits the table, but if you want to hang out for the last little bit, I release the Zodiacal Collective and Cross Watchers at the very, very end, last 2 minutes or so, by letting the goofy run wild. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, a coalition, a delegation of all traditions, lineages, and cultures, please, one card in clarity for the Gemini Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is the hidden blessing? The gold within the lead. A little clue, a little tip, a little hint, a little piece of the puzzle to help keeping them move forward. Alchemizing the angel archetype in the 8th chakra, from shadow to light, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, lead to gold. Did I say lead to gold? Illusion to truth, withdrawal on the inner, Ace of Wands on the outer, celebrating simplicity with Camael's justice. With the otters, transformation and the empowerment, removing the obstacles with Lord Ganesha's blessing, the hidden blessing. This full to new December 2023, a blessing from your ancestors. This just came up with, I think, Taurus, like I think it was Taurus. So I say, and it's not in the title because you only get 100 characters, but I'm pretty sure it was either Aries or Taurus. Blessings from your ancestors. Now I'm going to read this, but before I do, in my experience, there are 2 different categories of ancestors. The most obvious is your genetic ancestry, right? Known or unknown, you come from a genetic downline, right? Upline, right? No, you're in their downline, right? So they're in your upline. So genetic patterns, ancestral patterns certainly can have a lot to do with shadow work. Yep. Reincarnate, they sent us in to break those up. But you also have the metaphoric, the archetypal, right? Like if you're a witch, all witches that have ever been, even if they didn't call themselves witches, right? If you're a writer, William Shakespeare, William Shatner, he wrote, right? All of that. So when we're talking ancestors here, we're not just talking bloodlines. There are many, 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 many types of ancestors. So you ready? It's very Gandalf, a very Gandalfy card. Let's get Gandalfy. Card number 16. Here we go. This is a very touching one, I will say. So please, take a nice deep breath. Let's breathe with the ancestors. Pantheons, please confer this blessing. Card number 6, a blessing from your ancestors. A blessing to bring you the gifts and guardianship of your ancestral family. Within your bloodline and within your spiritual line, there are thousands of relatives who care for you and whose cells now sing within your own body. You are their future dream. You carry forward the hopes of your distant and most ancient family. They have seen so much. Yes, in other times and faraway places, but they come to you now and bless you with all the wisdom of their experiences, making you the sum total of 1,000,000 wise ones. Call upon the wisdom of the blood, the old ones who stand behind you, supporting and holding you clearly, giving to you the knowledge, the experience that taught them. Let only the ancestors who can free you, aid you, support you, and celebrate the best of themselves within you come forward. And may the ailments and regrets of those who have gone before teach you what not to do this time. If family be thin on the ground, or if there is estrangement at present, let the arms of the old ones hold you, form a circle about you, and infuse you with everything you may need at this moment. You are loved across the distance of time. You are spoken to with quiet kennings, soft knowings that will direct you forth. You will be soothed by those who healed, and be guided by the old ones who hold before you the flaming torch of their united spirits. Ace of Wands, flaming torch. You are all that has gone before, but they celebrate you, for you are the future. Know your life is precious to more than the visible ones you know. You are most precious to all the old ones, and to the ones who you share blood with. They know of your value and of the hopefulness of your futures. May you be blessed, and may you have with you the essence of the elder, the teacher, the one who shows, the one who shares with the young, the one who keeps the skills alive inside you and all about you, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. So it is, the touching raid. All right, Angel. You know what to do. You know what to do. It's in there. And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Help other people find it. Want more of me here on YouTube? This is what I'm doing. This is what the gods and the archangels want me to do, so I'm doing it, so I ain't stopping. So subscribe if you so feel it. And if you want the deeper dive, absolutely come Patreon on Patreon. It's helping me help the world. Humans, seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses, 8 tiers on there. Check it out if you want. There's a link in the description box, and I promise you I will give you the best that I've got every day. And if you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but perhaps we're afraid to ask. Here comes the goofy. So yeah, click the link down there. Clients come first in the schedule. Well, I got to get this together, and then, you know, clients come first. I will juggle the schedule. My gems and cross watchers, so reach out if you need the help, and if not to me, to someone in particular, or maybe even up there. It is my honor, my pleasure, my heart's desire to be of service. So know above all else, I love you. Hang in there. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.